Guyver, any advice on writing an alternative time period? Seem like writing a period piece, like writing a story that takes place back in this and that time. One of the pitfalls that people fall into is they think, let's say somebody's writing a story about a knight in medieval France or whatever, and they think, well, I've got to start thinking how a knight would have thought of things in medieval France, what they would have cared about, how they would have spoken, what they would have done. No, no. And that might seem counterintuitive, but no. To some degree, you have to know the period. To some degree, you have to know some certain historical things. But you're not writing a story that's going to be read by readers in medieval France. You're writing a story that's going to be read by readers right now, hopefully. So if it's a period piece, you need to sort of bridge that gap a little bit between enough of that period to make it worth setting in that period and everything, and to have the fun of it. But you're writing to modern readers, and not readers in that time period. So that's I could say more about that, but that's one pitfall that some writers fall into. That they really got to put everything in this story has to be historical, and not really. In fact, it shouldn't, because you're not writing to historical readers. You're writing to modern readers. And our view, our interest and fascination with whatever historical time period is never really a view or fascination with the literal time period, what it was to literally live back then, because we can't have that. We don't know. We're beyond that. So we have some sort of colored, romanticized view of it in some which way or another. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think we should embrace that and let it. It's kind of how it's what makes historical fiction genre fiction, because it takes our real world issues and recontextualizes them into a good story. So yeah, I mean, again, I'm being sort of brief with that. We could go into a lot more details, but it's an interesting thought. It's an interesting comment or topic.